Can you guys co-sign, that statement by Jerry Jones? Is Dak Prescott, a good quarterback?
Ashley, not only can I co-sign this statement by Jerry Jones, I will actually go out on a limb and say that Dak Prescott is actually a great quarterback. Let me ask you guys a question. Drew Brees, is he good or great?
If you ask me,
yeah,
Drew Brees is a great quarterback.
Yeah, he's great.
Tom Brady.
Well, was a great quarterback. He retired.
Tom Brady.
The greatest.
Great.
The greatest, so great.
The GOAT.
What about Ben Roethlisberger?
He showed signs of greatness.
I'm going to say he was a good quarterback.
Okay, let's say he's good, maybe a tweener in between
Yeah,
good and great.
He rode the fence sometimes. There were glimpses of greatness in there.
Okay. So can we do this, right? Because I just, there's a lot of chatter around Dak Prescott. And sometimes, we look at 1 year or a couple of games and we say, this guy's not good enough, right? Even, one of our co-hosts here, Shady McCoy, legendary rant, went viral. He's ass. And I respect that. I understand what Shady was saying as far as throwing picks. We know that. Look, ball security is job security, yours and mine. If you turn the ball over, we have no chance of winning. But when we compare Dak Prescott to these quarterbacks that we said were great, and then one quarterback that's probably in between good and great, then his numbers don't lie. Let's look at it. Throw it back up, please, Manderville. Dak Prescott's a great quarterback. This is through 7 seasons, 2,100 yards, 21 plus 100 completions, 24,000 plus yards through the air, 166 touchdowns, 65 interceptions. Look at Drew Brees. The great Drew Brees. Do y'all not remember the second half of his career is like every other year, every other game? Drew Brees breaks this record. He breaks that record. Hold on. Stop the game. Drew Brees, come out to the middle of the field. Let's clap for Drew Brees. Drew Brees is the man. Drew Brees is going to go down as one of the most prolific quarterbacks ever. Tom Brady, you just said it. He's the greatest.
The GOAT.
The greatest, the GOAT. Look at him through 7. Ben Roethlisberger, look at him. The only thing that's missing on this chart is Super Bowls. If we want to say that's how we're going to judge our quarterbacks, right? Then then the conversation changes. But to me, I hate what we do in media where we take our guys and we put them on a pedestal, then we tear them down because they have one bad game or a couple bad games or one bad year or not even a bad year, just a difficult year. Dak Prescott is on his way to having a Hall of Fame career. You can't tell me otherwise. The numbers just told me everything, right? So, Ashley, for me, Dak Prescott is not only a good quarterback, he's a great quarterback.
You don't need to tell me that. I've been saying it. Listen, I've been a Dak Prescott supporter, Dak Prescott fan. I will say this, though. I think Dak needs to show that greatness when it means the most. And I think that's been the biggest critique of him in his career is that I'm a firm believer that when you are great at something, when you have the talent, it doesn't come and go. It's always there. It just doesn't show up. Are you able to tap into that and harness it when you need it the most?
Right.
Dak does not forget how to play football. It's always there. There are circumstances, there are situations that arise that maybe he doesn't look the best, under the best light, I should say, but his skill set is always there. Let's just go ahead and leave it like that. So when I say that it's unfair to go ahead and put the trials and tribulations of a season and the infinite amount of things that can go wrong on one singular person. And I get it. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Dak Prescott's the leader of that ship. He goes down with the ship. The captain goes down with its ship, right? So when things go wrong, who's the first person you look at? The quarterback. When things go right, who's the first person that you look at? The quarterback.
That's right.
The biggest fault that I can say, the biggest flaw rather, in Dak Prescott, and it's a legit one, so I can't go ahead and argue with that, is that greatness that you see in the regular season, those comeback wins, that ability to go ahead and figure out those clutch wins, rather. Last drive, 60 seconds on the clock, Dak Prescott leads them to victory. You don't see that when the wins mean the most. You don't see that in the playoffs. And that's the biggest critique of him. So I will say there is room for him to take that greatness to the next level. And he has to take it to the next level because although his numbers match up with the names that we just saw, his accolades don't match up with the names that we just saw. And unfortunately, in the NFL, just like in the NBA, when you talk about why LeBron isn't the GOAT, why? It's because he doesn't have as many rings as Jordan.
Right.
When you talk about Dak Prescott and you rank him against a Patrick Mahomes, or you rank him against some of the other quarterbacks that have come before him, the biggest knock is that he hasn't gone ahead and done it when it meant the most. He doesn't have a Super Bowl. He doesn't have a ring. Which is a fair critique. It's It's not the only criteria of what makes somebody great. But in a league, in a sports league, a multi-billion-dollar business, as you love to constantly remind us.
That's right, $16 billion.
It is about wins. And it is about wins that mean the most.
But on the other side of
Super Bowls.
But on the other side of the argument, okay, let's look at Ben Roethlisberger. He won 2, right? Mm-hmm. Defense. He won as a rookie year. There was Jerome Bettis running up and down the field, playing defense.
But what did I just say?
You look at Drew Brees. Drew Brees, absolutely. But there's an argument that Drew Brees, with all the records he broke, he underperformed because he should have had 3 or 4 Super Bowls.
Well, what did I say? When things go right, it's the quarterback. When things go wrong, it's also the quarterback. Yes, a Super Bowl is not reliant on just Dak Prescott. There's a lot of things that have to go right for them to win. But a lot of the responsibility falls on his shoulders.
Tom Brady got Bill Belichick and a lot of great players. And look, Tom Brady is the GOAT. Tom Brady is the greatest. But come on, let's not get it twisted. Dak Prescott, let's look at what Dak Prescott got to work with. Dak Prescott, what's his name? Jason Garrett as the head coach? Jason Garrett, are you kidding me? And then on the defensive side, that defense just starts stopping people. Just 2 years ago when Dak Prescott, before he snapped his ankle, Dak Prescott, they were throwing for damn near, they had almost averaging 500 yards in total offense a game.
Yes. But we didn't win.
But because of that defense, you remember the defense, right. the one kid, hold on. Y'all had one kid, I forget the safety's name. He was like, what did he say? He said something crazy. He said, yeah, we don't give effort on every play. You remember that kid?
Yes.
Like what? That's what Dak Prescott got to work with? Come on, man. Open our eyes. Let's peel back the layers. I hate that this surface level talk when we talk football. It's easy to look at a number and say, oh, he threw 9 picks or whatever it is, and now we saying he trash. Come on.
Listen, I am a firm believer in this ideology and this narrative. I agree with you. But as much as I would like to exist solely in that space, wins matter. And wins that are conducive towards winning a Super Bowl matter. And Dak Prescott, love him. I wouldn't want any other quarterback. I have been a Dak Prescott fan since he put on the jersey and took over from Tony Romo.
And it was hard for me
because I loved Tony Romo. It was hard for me that trip.
Let's play a game. Hold on. We're going to make Ashley real uncomfortable right now. Yes, we are. So right now, there's a trade. Let me see. Where's our Adam Schefter?
I'm not doing
our
this.
Insider. Oh, shit. There's a trade, a potential trade brewing. Aaron Rodgers and Dak Prescott swap. Would you want Aaron Rodgers?
Obviously, I would take Aaron. Like, come on now. Aaron Rodgers? That's not even a fair comparison.
You better stop.
It's Aaron Rodgers.
I'm gonna take this back because I know you. I know you know Dak.
Dak, I love you. You know it would have to be Aaron Rodgers. That is not personal. You would take Aaron Rodgers. Like it's Aaron. Of course, I'm taking Aaron Rodgers. Are you serious?
I like Ashley. She bold. Ashley going out there, and she knows
Rodgers. We win a Super Bowl. It's Aaron freaking Rodgers.
Dak Prescott.
It's not a fair comparison.
Oh shit.
Give me something that's a little bit more.
Oh, y'all ain't see Cam's new show. Cam, new NFL Insider. Cam said that Lamar Jackson and Dak Prescott could be a even swap. You want Lamar Jackson or Dak Prescott?
No, I would keep Dak.
You keep Dak.
I keep Dak over Lamar.
We got any other ones?
I would keep Dak over Lamar, but I would take Aaron Rodgers over Dak Prescott.
Okay.
And that's just. I'm sorry. That's not.
I got what I needed. You threw your man under the bus.
I didn't throw him under the bus. It's Aaron Rodgers.
You could have easily had an easy out. You could have easily said.
Aaron Rodgers.
You could have easily said, look, Aaron Rodgers is 39. Aaron Rodgers is done. I don't know what I'm gonna get out of him for how long.
It's one of the greatest, if not the greatest, passer of the football in the history of the sport. And you're asking me if I would take an opportunity to have Aaron Rodgers for 2 years. Do you know how I would go? I would probably 2-peat. That's not me. Listen.
Okay, what
Dak,
we got?
Anyone but Aaron Rodgers, I would not trade you for. You know that, okay? I'm team number 4 all the way. But if he said Aaron Rodgers, okay, that wasn't even a lot. That wasn't even a fair. That's like asking if I would take Tom Brady over Dak Prescott. Really?
would you take Tom Brady at 46 if he come out of retirement and he said,
with the Dallas Cowboys offense?
right now?
Absolutely. It's Tom Brady. Are you serious?
Oh my goodness, you are bad. You are
Just set
bad.
it up.
You are. I just said you. I'm a bad co-host. I'm a bad co-host.
He's literally giving me two of the greatest quarterbacks who ever
But
played
at
the
40, I
history
said
of
at
the game.
46. I gave you another out. Ashley. I said he's at 46.
It's Tom Brady.
I gave
It's
you an
Tom
out.
Brady.
It's Tom Brady.
Are you for real?
Yo, y'all
It's
tripping.
Tom Brady.
Listen, Dak Prescott is not
Dak,
only
I love you. He said Tom Brady. Like, it wasn't, what am I supposed to do?